Welcome back, comrades. This is Gaming with Alston. And today, we are on episode 97 of the Utopian Community series. What we are gonna do this episode, as this world gets generated. As this world gets booted up, we're gonna try to finish floor 8, what the fuck? I'm correct. Floor 8 to floor 9. We're gonna try to finish this floor. Just like how Bart Simpson washed himself with a rag on a stick, in the vision of him being really overweight. Like I wash myself with a rag on a stick. There's another episode in which there was a vision of Lisa Simpson, who was Bart's sister, becoming a morbidly obese redneck. Being overweight is kind of a problem unless you have unless you have very little visceral fat. Which is how sumo wrestlers stay healthy. That was from I washed myself with a rag on a stick was probably from King Size Homer. King Size Homer. King Size Homer. Which Homer goes from about 240 pounds, which is what I used to weigh, to being almost 300 pounds. If I was to be a sumo wrestler, that'd be a more appropriate weight for me. If I was to go into sumo wrestling. Wanna know what happens when you take one of the darkest bands to the happiest place on Earth? It becomes metal as fuck. Literally. It becomes metal as fuck. Tamaraya has a pretty long beard. Like, had a pretty long beard. Tamaraya, with his beard, he looks kind of like Karl Marx. What happened when communism collapsed and capitalism started rising again? Want to know what happened? Karl Marx went into death metal. Which was pretty brutal. To create the most brutal genre of heavy metal. Death metal. I like to joke about Slayer being a death metal band. Do you know what happened when Karl Marx died? What does his look-alike, which is actually Tamaraya, started going into death metal. Don't need those glowstones anymore. So just break them like a toothpick. reason... Karl Marx was a revolutionary socialist. Born to a working-class German Jewish family. Wanna know what ended up pissing off Karl Marx in the end? Like, he got even more pissed off in the movie. Like, to prove that he got even more pissed off than what he already did, you should watch the video for Repentless. It's a pretty brutal... The video takes place in a prison. In the middle of a prison riot. With Karl Marx extremely in a really angry state right now. Karl Marx extremely pissed off with what's going on in America right now. Karl Marx is pissed off by capitalism. With death metal, I like to joke about the death growls by calling them Cookie Monster vocals. Sometimes I'd use Cookie Monster metal to refer to the whole genre. The genre as a whole. Why call it Cookie Monster metal? Because the death growls kind of reminds me of Cookie Monster. Cookie Monster from Sesame Street. On this body earth, blood over fucking sunrise. Imagine if Slinky Dog was voiced by Lemmy. If you like to gamble, I'll tell you I'm your man. You win some, lose some, it's all the same to me. If you're going to lose, but gambling's for fools. And what I did for the video, I exercised like usual, because I'm all about burning fat, like the visceral fat. But anyway, otherwise, I usually eat pretty healthy. One of the most brutal bands out there. Wanna know why Cannibal Corpse has been banned from performing at Disney World? 'Cause it's fucking Cannibal Corpse. Duh. But the irony is, Corpse Grinder goes to Disney World all the time, which is pretty funny. The irony, it's pretty ironic that Corpse Grinder goes to Disney World, yet his band cannot perform. Because their lyrics are... 'Cause it's fucking Cannibal Corpse. It's fucking Cannibal Corpse. Which is probably why Cannibal Corpse cannot perform at a high school. Pioneering the death metal genre. Wanna know who really pioneered the death metal genre? Slayer were the true death metal pioneers. Even though they themselves are not death metal, they are directly responsible for the formation of a lot of death metal bands, like Autopsy, Death. Yes, even Morbid Angel. you're wondering how I got those death growls that deep, if you're wondering how to get your death growls extremely deep, it takes a lot of practice to get those growls pretty deep. It takes a while to get that guttural singing. I come blood. That song is about shooting blood from your pee-pee, from your woody. The irony of Cannibal Corpse is that the drummer is vegetarian. That is the irony of Cannibal Corpse. And the song I Come Blood was one of the songs they played at the death metal concert I went to, which I sometimes like to facetiously call a Cookie Monster metal concert. One of the concert goers was wearing a Corpiclani shirt. Yes, a Corpiclani no. Not a Corpiclani shirt, a Corpiclani jacket. Yes, a Corpiclani jacket. Which is a Corpiclani is a folk metal band from Sweden. No, Finland. Another song they played, Cannibal Corpse played at the concert was Kill or Become. Which I was actually the one that yelled out the phrase, "Fire up the chainsaw," to initiate the song. Which he did. Unleash upon the earth, billions of infected dead, soon rise. That is Corpse Grinder. That is Corpse Grinder's singing voice, which is pretty brutal as fuck. But his natural voice is kind of sounds as if he smoked 8 packs of cigarettes a day. The Wretched Spawn was another song they played at the concert. It's also known as the Spawn of the Wretched. With Cookie Monster, his pretty creaky voice kind of reminds me of the lead singer of one of the ska punk bands in Russia. The ska punk bands in Russia. The lead singer of one of those bands kind of reminds me of Cookie Monster. I know, because I've watched Sesame Street when I was younger. That creaky voice kind of sounds familiar to me.
That's my timer going off. Tommy, we have to get drinks wrapped up to conclude the video.
Yeah. Anyways, this is it for this video. Don't forget to leave a like if you like this video. Dislike if you disliked it. Subscribe for more. Share this with your comrades on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, you name it. As always, thank you for watching, stay tuned for more, and peace out.